Hi, everybody. This is DeGarmo Tech coming back at you with another installment of DeGarmo Tech Explains All. This week, we are going to be talking about accessibility and, in particular, two auditing tools, or I guess I should say extensions that I was introduced to and kind of what their purpose is and what they're useful for. So, the two tools that I was introduced to are the Lighthouse extension for Chrome as well as the Wave extension for Chrome. And these are both very useful ways to, look at a site and break down the code and kind of see if there are any, errors that can be found easily without, having to sit there and have like a developer go through the code and, audit it themselves in that sort of process. You can kind of, get a read on what's going on, and it breaks it down into nice reports, and it's very easy to use. So, for my example, I use the Wave tool and the Lighthouse tool, and I chose to do like a very simple audit on the psu.edu site, and I just wanted to go over some of the reports that came up. So, as you can see here, there's a link up here to psu.edu. And basically, this is the, you can see up here the Lighthouse report. This report was created in about, I'd probably say no more than 30 seconds. So, it's not something that's very long and extensive. And you can see here it breaks down into categories. Um, so you can see performance got a 17 out of 100. But then, on the other end, you come over here to the SEO category and it came up with a 98. So you can go through all of these different categories and it kind of audits the site and tests it to see, how well it's working. So we can see here, remove unused CSS. It took 0.53 seconds. So this is a score that, wasn't terrible, but, it obviously wasn't the best. So it kind of sits there in like the yellow in there. But, you can see up here, like eliminate render blocking resources took 4.46 seconds, and the bar is extremely high and it's also red. This is saying that this is an issue that needs to be addressed, and it's not very great compared to like a standard site that is working correctly. And as you can see, they have the past audits down here that were all working correctly, and they really break it down like very well, and it gives you a good opportunity to see what's going on with the site. If it's your own personal site, this is a very good tool to use. If you're working for a company and working on their site, that's also something that's great to use. It's very easy, and like I mentioned, they're literally just Chrome extensions over here that you just go to the Chrome Web Store and can add. As you can see, we can scroll through all of the reports, get different scores, breakdowns, as I mentioned, like the past audits here. You can go through and kind of see everything that's going on. So, I personally think that this is a very useful tool. It was very easy to use. I enjoyed it very much, and I am very glad that I did get introduced to it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely try out the tools if you like them both. As I mentioned, that report that we had just gone over was the Lighthouse. There's also the Wave extension, which you can see over here. It kind of gives sort of a similar thing, except it kind of just comes over in this little left part of the web browser, which is very nice. And then it'll kind of, point to the different elements, and you can open up the code down here very easily and see what's going on. So yeah, very useful tools, free to use. Leave a comment down below if you do end up using them and you enjoyed it. Otherwise, tune into the other videos that I've posted, and I will see you all next week with the next installment of the series. Thank you.